What's going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 45 of the Bristol Rovers Career Mode series. And in this episode we are firstly going to be going into a squad report. You can see that a lot of our centre backs and our, full backs as well, they're growing by +3. Joe Widdowson's a big surprise. I picked him up, I think, on a swap deal. I got him from Northampton for free, I think, so that was a really good deal, probably one of the best deals of the series so far. And Adam Reed, he's a big surprise, +3 to 62 overall. He's got some very nice all-round stats, much like John Joe O'Toole does, and also Frank Doyle to a lesser extent, I guess you could say. But Frank Doyle is more of a, he's not really a centre forward, he's more of a central midfielder that I play him as, so that's probably why he's not growing as much as I'd hope he would. But Ryan Brunt, I think he should be a lot higher than that. I mean, 65 overall for a player that's scoring goal after goal. And once again, Ryan Gould is not growing. I'm really frustrated and I just don't know what to do anymore. I try and offer him a new contract to see if that would do anything. But I've just tried absolutely everything. But I think I'm just going to have to transfer him away in a separate deal because when it does come to the Championship, or maybe the BPL, to be honest, Championship he'll probably be fine, but come BPL time, if he's still that overall, he's just not going to be good enough. But Shaquille Hunter, +4 this season. I know he's disappointed at his lack of matches, but if he carries on going at this rate, he'll be in the first team before he knows it, so he shouldn't really be complaining too much, because with the growth he's getting through, he's going to be a starter very soon. And, you know, Ryan Gould really needs to step it up because Ellis Harrison is fast on his tail as well. 61 overall, +3. And I always like to put the best overalls in my side. And Tom Parks is one of them. He's better than Gary Kenneth, who's sitting on the bench at this moment in time. But Tom Parks, although he's a good centre-back, he doesn't have the best of interceptions, which is a little bit annoying at times. But Gary Kenneth does have his weakness in the fact that his marking isn't really that good. I think it's about 55 or something. So, you know, on counter-attacks or trying to get people off the ball is very hard with him. And you see Gerard Hughes up to 61 overall. He's the best player in the squad, or will be the best player, because he's got the potential to be special, and really didn't expect that. I got him from our Danish scout, I think. I sent him out to Northern Ireland just to see if I could find anything, and what do you know, I get Gerard Hughes. He's going to be an absolute monster. I cannot wait to see how he grows and just the attributes that he will inherit. And you can see also all the reserve players, including Harry Worley, who recently arrived at Bristol Rovers, but he's more of a reserve centre-back, as I have said before. But Ricardo Dano, I didn't actually realise this, but he's 6'6". That is ridiculous. That's probably one of the tallest players on this game by far. I mean, Ricardo Dano, I know he's not a real player, but 6'6" is absolutely monstrous. You know, most goalkeepers aren't even that tall, apart from, of course, Costel Pantilimon, as you would have known from the last episode. But that is the squad report, and you can see that Robert Lainton has also grown. But more importantly, we've got a game against Coventry at home, and you can see there that Ryan Brunt, you probably caught a glimpse of it. He's on 28 goals at the moment, and the next top scorer is on 15. That is ridiculous. He's absolutely obliterating that table with regards to the how many goals he's getting. And it's the same with Emile Sinclair. I think he's the top assister. I mean, those two just work like a treat up front. They are so good in that 4-3-1-2 formation that I've been playing. And although I don't really like it on Ultimate Team, I have tried that kind of formation on Ultimate Team. Don't really like it, but on Career Mode, especially in these lower leagues, it just seems to work perfectly. With the players that we've got, it just seems to work like a treat. I play Adam Reed, I think, out as like a wide, kind of like a right wing back, if you like, although he's playing as a central midfielder role, but he can play at right back, so he's quite a versatile player. And I don't know really why I started talking about him, but anyway, we're going into this game. Bingham swinging in a cross, despite the fact that he's only got about 28 crossing on him. He's probably one of the weakest players in the side, is Bingham, and I'll be looking to offload him because he's not what I was expecting. I was expecting him to be the passer of the team, you know, the person that creates most of the chances, but instead he hasn't really done that much at all, to be honest. But you can see here Durrell Berry taking on the whole of the team, crossing it in, and that is the head of Emile Sinclair that he has found there in the 45th minute, just before half-time. And of course, that is a great time to score, because the ref, I'm pretty sure, was very close to putting the whistle to his lips, but luckily we do manage to get that goal just before half-time. The goalkeeper really shouldn't have come out there, and that was the only chance really in the first half that we actually had, apart from the cross from Bingham, I think it was, which made the goalkeeper parry it. But apart from that, nothing really happened in the first half, and it was into the second half when there was more chances created. And really poor defending there, but a great save from Leighton. Leighton has been playing very good, lived up to his hype and his price tag as well. He's very expensive, and his wages at the moment, he's currently on £1 I think. It's more than likely that he's going to ask for more. He's the highest rated player in the team, and I did try to offer him a new contract, and he wanted £3. £3. I don't even have £3. I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford him. I'm just going to have to pray and hope that he doesn't beg for a new contract and then ends up leaving the club, because he's a solid keeper and I don't want him to leave. He's been the best keeper bar Mildenhall, who of course has retired now, and it's a shame that he's gone, but Robert Leighton has done a good job in filling his boots as the main goalkeeper of this team. And of course we've got Sebastian Vieira, our pre-contract signing, who'll be on the way very, very soon, and he'll be a very, very good, solid backup keeper for sure. But Tom Park said that he wanted a new contract, and I was willing to offer him that, because look at that, 38 appearances, 20 clean sheets. That's ridiculous. So I was willing to give him the £1, but other players, you know, I've got Christian Saratama, I think his name is. He's currently out on a short-term loan deal, I think, to Shelbourne, and he's on £1, and that is ridiculous, because he's only 54 overall. I just don't understand that. I don't understand the logic in why I signed him, and I'm so desperate to offload him. If I can offload him, that will give me some funds, some extra funds, to hopefully bring in a different free agent that's a little bit better than him, because I know next season there'll be a lot of regenerated players, and hopefully I can pick some of them off on the free agents market, because there'll be a lot of ones that won't have high wages but will be very good technically, mentally and physically, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to find a few of those gems, and they will lead our team into the BPL from the Championship. But that's next season, and we're going into the next game of this episode against Preston North End, the team in which we bought Bailey Wright from at the beginning of the season. He's been a class signing. He's absolutely quality, and he's got a lot of potential in him that has the Australian centre-back, and I'm hoping that he'll be a really good player in the future to come, because he's 68 overall at the moment, but I'm sure he can outlive that potential of 75. I'm sure he'll get to 78, maybe 79 overall. I'm hoping maybe a bit higher if I play him in every game, but you can see in this game we were creating a few chances. You can see an injury on the floor there, and that did create some space to have a shot, and it was Huntington that got down and got injured. But from the corner, the goalkeeper did make a very good save there, and it was a very, very even game. Preston North End weren't really attacking, but they were holding back and jockeying very, very well, making sure that I couldn't get any passes off into the box or anything, and that meant that I had to kind of cross the ball in, because otherwise I really couldn't find a chance. That was probably the best chance of the first half, bar the corners that we did get, and that did come from John Joe O'Toole. Really, really nice shot from outside the box. I think that might have been Bingham that laid him off, and a really, really powerful shot, almost caught the goalkeeper out. Nice little long shot there, but unfortunately it's just not good enough really, and he is a holding midfielder. I don't expect him to finish those chances off day in, day out, but I expect a little bit better from him. But you can see a really nice 1-2 here from Max Clayton to David Clarkson, and it's unfortunately saved by the keeper, the final shot from Max Clayton. He's frustrated with himself because he knows every goal will count towards him being in the first team more often, because I was playing him in this game and he just wasn't impressing me as much as I thought he would. But I'm not going to be selling him for sure, because I know that he does have a lot of potential. He's one of the youngest strikers, youngest English strikers that has a lot of potential in him. He's got 76 potential again, but of course he can outgrow that, as potentials are only estimates and they can easily outgrow that, as we've seen in FIFA 13. I think I remember in FIFA 13 my Hazard grew to a 98 overall, which is just ridiculous. I mean, FIFA 13, the growth system was absolutely broken. But anyway, into this game, we do manage to score. I think that was with Ellis Harrison, if I'm right in saying. I can tell because he's got quite a distinctive haircut there. And, yeah, a little bit different from Sinclair. But that was a really, really tidy goal. It was a double tap B shot. Really kind of a P roller, if I'm going to be honest with you. But the goalkeeper was coming out. I wasn't confident to chip it, so I just decided to do that and hope for the best. And you can see we get a free kick here, though, in the 82nd minute. We take it with Gary Kenneth, but unfortunately it just kept going wide and wide and wide. He does have really, really good free kick stats, does Gary Kenneth, for a centre-back. He's got the power free kick trait. And you can see that he did generate quite a lot of power on the ball. But unfortunately, it just missed the top corner by a few meters, I guess you could say. But we do end up winning that game 1-0. And guys, if you do want another episode of Career Mode tomorrow, and you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode, please be sure to drop it a like. And I'll upload another episode of Career Mode tomorrow if we reach 35 likes. Let's say 35 likes for another episode of Career Mode tomorrow. And hopefully you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. But I'll have to leave it there. And I'll see you next time for another episode. Thanks for watching.